Hello and welcome. I'm Trip. Welcome back to another K24 FRS build video. And I finally got the final piece to the puzzle, so we can continue on this project. This is my adapter plate.
Ooh, shiny.
I've been waiting about 5.5 months, almost 6 months for this thing to show up. So it's been driving me crazy because I've been wanting to get this project done and drive it again. But now we can finally continue on. This is meant for a K20/K24 to mount to a FRS BRZ factory transmission. It does come with hardware, the bolts to mount it, and a starter block-off plate. So let's put this on. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I need to take this intake manifold back off. It's just sitting there, looks really. And then I need to hoist up the engine, get it off the stand, because I can't put the adapter plate if it's still on the stand. So let's drag all that shit out. So you got 4 on the face of it. Get 1 on the back heel, down here. And the fat one goes to the bottom of the starter. Next is the flywheel. This is a special flywheel. You can't just use any flywheel with the swap. And you have to use K20 manual transmission bolts. That's the part number you need. Now let's put it on. Okay, flywheel is torqued up. Now the clutch has to go on. Got my alignment tool, and the bolts I use are from the old FA20 bolts from its flywheel. So we gotta use those. Let's put that on. Okay, clutch and flywheel is on. Now we get to play with the transmission. Since we are here, I do recommend replacing the pivot bearing. You can hear mine, so it's a good thing I'm replacing this. I'm also going to replace the fork. I got the FRS fork. It's a lot stronger, a lot beefier. The factory ones are known to crack. I don't think mine's cracked. Guess I'll find out when I take it out. And also while you're here, inspect these pilot pins. If yours are damaged, the kit did come with new ones, so you can take those out and replace those if you need to. Mine seem to look okay, so I shouldn't have to replace them. Okay, I got my new fork, new bearing, all installed. I put a little bit of grease on my shaft tool and also on some of the contact points. And now these two are ready to become one. Hey, the engine and transmission are now together. Took a lot of moving around to finally get it to go in, find that sweet spot. But I got all my holder in. But don't do what I did and try to put a bolt in here. Apparently one doesn't go in there. I guess it's just empty. Another thing I'm going to do before it goes in is I'm going to take the shift linkage out and put the new one on. Okay, I got the tiny little shift linkage on. I think it's in the right direction. Direction's not very clear. And I'm close to putting it in. But there's a few little things in here that I do need to tidy up. Off camera, when I was bored, I did test fit the engine. I threw it in here. And the drain plug was very close to the subframe now. And on some of the cars, and some of the oil pans, it's too close. And it's very hard to get the plug out. I think I can get mine out, but just in case, I'm going to take a sledgehammer to that little corner. Not really sure if that did anything or not, but I tried. Next, I need to bend these two. Yeah, these two. For my heater core, it needs to be bent over to the driver's side a little bit. That way the head doesn't hit it. You don't want to bend it too hard, you don't want to crack it, because that would suck. Okay, what else you need to do is this little wire terminal for your alternator, which I already did. Just screws in here. to the old battery bracket. See this is the old FA alternator plug. You don't need this anymore. So you can tape it out of the way and run this wire to it. Now I'm probably gonna tape that up a little bit and zip tie this up out of the way a little bit. Get it out of the way as much as possible because it is a tight area. Okay, I got my wiring harness taped up and zip tied up and out of the way. And while I was in here, from a few other guys said that it's a very tight clearance with the sway bar. So I disconnected it from the mount still and I pushed it forward a little bit. So we're hoping it clears a little bit better. So let's put her in finally. Get in. Come on. In here. Top. Come on. Another thing I did is I went ahead and broke the filler port loose on transmission. That way I don't have to do it later, it's so easy. And I would also go ahead and do the steps for the transmission mount while the transmission is out. It'll be a little bit easier. Also, the more stuff you remove from the front, the easier it's going to be. Like, you don't have to remove the radiator and stuff, but it would be a lot easier if you do. As you see, I don't have a radiator, I don't have a condenser, I don't have the core support on top, no bumper. And it would have been even easier if I took the bumper off. But I'm just going to leave it on. I feel like it's a pretty good straight shot.
A few moments later.
Well, that took a good while to do. The engine's finally in. I have it mounted in. Yeah, it's a tight fit, very tight. Did end up taking the valve cover off because the little vent tube on the end was smacking against the here. This wasn't playing nice, so I took it off. Made things a little easier to go in. Now I need to jack the car higher up. Right now it's not high enough, so I can do the transmission mount. Okay, now we're in the sucky place where it's hard to see what I'm doing because I'm cramped underneath the car. But this bracket comes off. Should have taken it off before I put transmission in. And this bolt comes out to drop this plate down because this white line bushing goes between that and that. So let's do that. Okay, I got the slow mount off. I got the bushing pressed in there. As you see, there's this sandwich between the middle piece and this other middle piece. Now I can put this back up. So I would definitely advise doing this before putting the engine and trans in. It would have been a lot easier. Okay, I got the trans mount loosely on. So you have two bolts over here that bolt to the frame, two over here that bolt to the frame. These two get big washers that bolt to the mount. Got everything started and lined up. Now I can wrench them down, screw them down. Okay, I got all of those snug down. I also went ahead and put my exhaust mount in, but only leaving it loose because I have to do adjustment on it when I like hang the exhaust. Let's get out of here. Okay, the transmission is mounted, engine is mounted, but I do want to do one last thing before I call it a night. I gotta go back under the car and cut the stud off one of the transmission bolts. It sticks too far down and it hits the exhaust, so you gotta cut it shorter. Which, another thing I should have did when it was out here. But I was following the manual and I don't know why I had to do it underneath the coal when you don't have any room. And you get sparks smacking you in the face. But let's go cut some shit. Okay, this stud right here, I gotta cut it shorter. If it's on the right side of the transmission. The last little bolt. That little transmission mount cut. I probably got a little too close than probably what I should, but it'll hold, hopefully. And other than that, I'm done for the day. I got a good bit done in today, so let's check her out. Everything's pretty solid, it's not going anywhere. That valve cover, I can barely even get it on with that vent still on there, so definitely get rid of that. And yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's plan is maybe start working on some of the wiring, plumbing, exhaust, intake manifold. You know, start doing some of that stuff, and hopefully I can get it running soon. But thanks for watching this video. More is definitely to come. But I think it's shower time, so I will catch you later.